Creativity in 3D printing has always been defined by ownership. Most of you believe that the designer owns the files that you download and print. But you're wrong. The open source era of 3D printing is effectively over, and it wasn't killed by a government ban, it was killed by a rewards program. A massive lawsuit involving Bambu Lab has just exposed exactly how this is all playing out. This hobby used to feel like a library, like a public commons. You built something, you shared it, and if someone else wanted to host it, that was just part of the ecosystem. But the ecosystem has changed. The era of the commons is being replaced by the era of the walled garden. Not because of new technology, but because of this lawsuit. To understand the weight of this lawsuit, you have to look at the scoreboard. In 2024 alone, Bambu Lab reportedly shipped over 1.2 million 3D printers. Nearly 30% of the global market. That's roughly $840 million in revenue. While 2025 numbers aren't public yet, their trajectory suggests that they've likely smashed right through that billion-dollar ceiling. Now, combine them with Creality, one of the companies that they're suing. Together, these two giants control nearly 75% of the entry-level printer market. This isn't a skirmish between startups. This is a civil war between kings. Bambu Lab has filed a lawsuit against AnyCubic, ELEGOO, and Creality. The accusation is very specific. They allege these companies built automated bots to crawl MakerWorld, downloading thousands of models, images, and descriptions, then rehosting them on their own platforms to jumpstart their empty libraries. But the real smoking gun isn't copying files, it's tortious interference. Many of these scraped files were part of Bambu's exclusive rewards program. Creators signed contracts agreeing to keep those files only on MakerWorld in exchange for payment and points. By scraping and rehosting them, Bambu argues that the competitors didn't just steal data, they forced creators to break contracts. That turns this into a case about unfair competition. If you think this is about patents, you're missing the bigger picture. This is about dominance. MakerWorld now pulls roughly 15.83 million monthly visits. They've passed printables at 13.8 million. They've even overtaken Thingiverse at 14.8 million. In record time, Bambu Lab built the busiest hub in our industry. Meanwhile, Creality Cloud sits at 1.5 million. AnyCubic's Maker Online barely registers at 0.69 million. Bambu isn't just winning hardware, they're winning attention. And the pressure is already working. Creality appears to be digging in, but AnyCubic has started quietly scrubbing their platform. Reports show Maker Online removing models flagged by Bambu Lab, some even restoring the creator attributions that were previously stripped. Now that's not an accident, that's damage control. They're cleaning up the scene before the judge arrives. Now, let's look at the MakerWorld agreement itself. It states, by uploading the user content, the user grants MakerWorld a worldwide royalty-free, non-exclusive license with the ability to sublicense for reproduction and distribution. Now, at first glance, that sounds terrifying. Like they're taking your IP and they're selling it. But here is the nuance. This language exists everywhere. Almost every major repository. They actually need this license to function, to host files, to back them up, to use CDNs, to run marketing systems. Without it, they couldn't even store your files on AWS legally. Here's the part that matters. In the same document, MakerWorld states, the user retains any and all IP rights in the user content. MakerWorld does not claim ownership. This deserves credit. They explicitly say that the IP is yours. We need more of this clarity across the industry. Now, there was some drama, I think back in 2024, about the terms of service with MakerWorld and Bambu Lab. However, they're very proactive, listening to the community and making changes. And I think, I might get this wrong, I'll have to check my notes, but Printables hasn't updated their terms of service since 2022. But even with that protection, the landscape is still shifting. This didn't happen overnight. We saw early lock-in with Printables and things. Clubs, rewards, community incentives. MakerWorld took it to that final stage. Hard exclusivity. Now, don't get me wrong, these incentive programs are fantastic for designers. My issue is with the lock-in. So why does this matter to you right now at your printer? Because the golden handcuffs are tightening. Creators are paid to upload exclusively. This isn't generosity, it is a contract. And when competitors scraped those files, they interfered with that deal. Don't confuse what I'm saying as a hit piece on MakerWorld or Bambu Labs. Thangs is just as guilty, taking very much advantage of open source. And there was a very public controversy where Thangs had a very aggressive number of bots that were actually scanning and taking files from printables, from Colts, from everyone else. So the whole industry has been doing this and moving this direction for quite some time. So where does that leave you? If you're a pragmatist, someone who just wants to hit print, you're fine, doesn't matter. If you're deep in the MakerWorld ecosystem, this lawsuit likely secures it, doesn't matter. The garden is comfortable, the workflow is smooth, and there's no doubt about that. Bambu Lab has the absolute best user experience in our industry, the best one that's ever been seen. And of course, there is no shame in choosing that convenience. But if this consolidation makes you uncomfortable, if you don't like one company owning the hardware, the software, and the library, you have to change how you consume. Designers are the lifeblood of the 3D printing hobby. Support them directly. Find them, join their Patreon, subscribe to their memberships, buy them a coffee. The printer is just a tool, the model is the art. Choose where you buy your art carefully. This lawsuit creates a massive liability shift. Search engines index files and send you to the source. That's fine, but scraping and hosting files locally is different. If a platform hosts content tied to an exclusive program, they can be liable for inducing a breach of contract. Ignorance is no longer a defense. This is the death of cross-platform portfolios. Creators once wanted exposure everywhere, now incentives reward the lock-in. If you want the rewards, you sign the contract. If you sign the contract, you don't share elsewhere. And this opens a dangerous door. If a file is exclusive, what about remixes? If you modify an exclusive model and upload it somewhere else, are you the one causing the breach? This lawsuit opens the door to policing file lineage, not just uploads. So here's the real question. Is Bambu Lab protecting innovation? Or are they bullying the competition now that they're at the top? Is this about fairness or is this about control? Tell me who you're rooting for in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. We are moving from file sharing to authorized distribution. The Wild West may be over. The fences are going up, and once they go up, they rarely ever come down. This ban isn't the only threat to our studio. Watch this video to see what else is coming for us.